Good evening. Welcome. It's Sunday night. Little nightcap here for our weekend 2025 Top Stadium Club. Another pick your team round. We've been running this back a few times now. Still looking for our first beam team. Really would like to find one before we stop ripping this for the year. We'll see. They're definitely tough. This one is pick your team, like I said. The sidebar is all set there. So if you want to double check it, make sure everything looks good. And as always, if you see any issues, just give me a shout. $16 packs, 16 red foils, 1 on-card autograph, 2 bronze cards, and hopefully some other really cool stuff. All right, we got that all set up there. Hey, Gary. Let's get our light on over and get started here. First pack up. All right, tonight starts off with Mackenzie Gore, Seiya Suzuki, Yu Darvish, Frank Thomas. Red foil is Austin Riley, Zach Neto, Shohei Ohtani, and Jacob Wilson. What for, Gary? Getting you back on Discord? Sleeve up the rookie there, top load it, and we'll sleeve up the red foil. On to pack 2. Shane Bieber, Gleyber Torres, Bo Bichette. Second red foil is Spencer Strider. And then our first bronze is George Kirby. Aaron Judge, Willie Adames, and Braxton Ashcraft. Yeah, of course, my pleasure. Makes it easy for me to plug right now. Anybody else that wants to join our Discord, just download the Discord app if you haven't already. And then you can head to the website on your web browser, discord.gg/departurebreaks, and it'll shoot you a link right over to our Discord so you can join. Come hang out with us. It's a good time over there. Garrett Cole, Grayson Rodriguez, Joe Mauer, Byron Buxton. Red foil is Adele Amador, P. Crow Armstrong, Luis Robert, and Dylan Cruz. Vladdy Guerrero Jr., Christian Walker, Thomas J.C., red foil is Christian Campbell, Savage Slugger, Vladdy Guerrero, that's senior, Severino, Miggy, and Marcus Semien. Here's your daily reminder to sign up for Fantasy Baseball. Less than 2 weeks for that. Sign-ups end March 20th, I believe it is. Is that a Friday? Let me pull up my calendar really quick. Yes. March 20th. It's the last day for you to sign up for our Fantasy Baseball League. Don't delay. Act now. Jackson Chourio, Mark McGwire, Matt Olson. Red foil is Brenton Doyle. Our second bronze is P. Crow Armstrong, Augustin Ramirez, Hyasung Kim, and Xavier Edwards. Let's upload these rookies. Oh, I don't even know at the moment, Gary. 8 or 9 people signed up so far. If it's anything like years past, no matter how many times I set reminders, everybody will sign up about 2 or 3 days before. Paul Konerko. Chase Utley. Nomar Garcia-Parra. Red foil here is Lawrence Butler. Yours for the taking is Jackson Chourio, Christian Yelich, Anthony Santander, and Caleb Durbin. We're going to have our next PSA submission going out before the end of the month, so if anybody's interested in throwing some cards into that, that's the value bulk tier. Let me know. Various ways to get a hold of me. And then you can send your cards in or let me know what you want me to pull from your file, and we'll get those submitted. Ronald Acuna, Marcelo Meyer, Manny Machado, red foil is Luis Gonzalez, Savage Slugger is Bobby Witt Jr., Juan Soto, Sonny Gray, Bryce Harper. Let's top load Meyer. Giancarlo Stanton, Sagano, Paul Skeens, red foil is Brian Wu, yours for the taking is Juan Soto, Evan Longoria, Ryan Howard, and Salvi Perez. I do not, Alan. I wasn't even aware that they made apps like that, but I could very well just be behind the times. Things change in the hobby over the years. I always just eyeball it. I do my best to eyeball it for you guys. I have a magnifying glass with like a lit magnifying glass to let me take a closer look for surface scratches, white corners and stuff like that. But no, if there's any good Fs, let me know. I'd like to hear about them. Try them out. Christian Campbell, Mick Abel, Luis Ariz, red foil is Kumar Rocker, Ozzie Albies, Logan Henderson, Rafi Devers, Ellie De La Cruz looking on up. Top load this one. And the red foil rookie. Sleeve up Logan Henderson. Keep it moving. Riley Green. George Kirby. Kyle Manzardo. Red foil is Ezekiel Tovar. Jose Altuve. We got a blue foil in this box. Nice. Alex Bregman. Nolan Ryan. Mark Vientos. All right. It's been a few boxes since we got a blue foil. Matt Shaw, C.J. Abrams, John Birdie. That's just a beautiful photograph. Zach Wheeler is the red foil. Whoa! We got a heater here, Swatters. 44 out of 50. Dylan Cruz in case of emergency break glass. That's awesome. That's not your traditional on-card Stadium Club autograph, but 0 complaints. Good stuff. After that, Justin Verlander, Cody Bellinger, Ben Rice. All right. Well, I think that one's Instagram bound. I'm a little slow getting them up there. You might have seen I just threw the Reggie Jackson up earlier this evening. But it'll get up there. That's sweet. Congrats. I'm going to top load Ben Rice and Matt Shaw. Kodai Senga, Chipper Jones, William Contreras, red foil Chase Dollander, Adolis Garcia, David Festa, Francisco Lindor, and Chandler Simpson. I feel like in years past with Stadium Club, they had more cards that were off-field. This year, it's much more on-field action shots. I don't know if that's just in my head or legit, but feels like that. I'm thinking of like the Babe Ruth card where he's plugging his ears because somebody's playing saxophone or whatever. Is it Babe Ruth that's actually playing the saxophone? I don't know. That was years ago. Catilla Marte, Sandy Alcantara, Lawrence Butler, red foil is Kyle Manzardo, Concentration, Nolan Ryan, Spencer Schwellenbach, stuff like that, Stephen Kwan, and Joey Votto. Alex Rodriguez, Craig Biggio, Shane McClanahan, red foil is Yordan Alvarez. Hey, there's the base version. Dylan Cruz, Prince Fielder, Honus Wagner, Jackson Merrill. If you're tuning in a little late, we had a nice auto there. Dylan Cruz insert 44 out of 50. And we have 2 packs to go. Benintendi, Trey Turner, Pedro Martinez, red foil is Andrew McCutchen, Concentration, Hunter Green, Jordan Westberg, Cal Ripken Jr., and Corbin Burns. Last pack. Trevor Hoffman, Mookie Betts, Caden Dana, red foil is Byron Buxton, in case of emergency is Bobby Witt, Logan Gilbert, Randy Arozarena, and Yamamoto. And that's the box. I don't think we're done with Stadium Club just yet. I'm sure there'll be another box or so going into Bowman's Best on Wednesday, which, speaking of, I got Pick Your Team pre-sale up for that. If you want to go grab your team for Wednesday night's break, go take a look. Bowman's Best 2025. It's dropping on Wednesday. And then next Wednesday, we got Heritage High Number. So we'll get pre-sales up for that maybe next weekend. All right, let's go with a recap here. Let's see. Some rookies. We had Dana, Festa, Simpson, Henderson, Abel, Sagano, Durbin, and Ashcraft. Inserts. Bobby Witt, Hunter Green, Nolan Ryan, Juan Soto, Bobby Witt, Jackson Chorio, and Vladdy Sr. Red foil veterans. Byron Buxton, Andrew McCutcheon, Jordan Alvarez, Kyle Manzardo, Zach Wheeler, Ezekiel Tovar, Brian Wu, Luis Gonzalez, Lawrence Butler, Brenton Doyle, Spencer Strider, and Austin Riley. And that takes us to the top-loaded stuff. One top-loaded insert, Dylan Cruz, break glass, Chase Dolander, red foil, Matt Shaw, Ben Rice, blue foil, Jose Altuve, Ben Altuve, Kumar Rocker is a red foil, Christian Campbell, Marcelo Meyer, Augustin Ramirez, Ha-Seong Kim. Bronze was PCA, Sajasi, Christian Campbell, red foil, Adele Amador, red foil, Dylan Cruz, George Kirby was our second bronze, Jacob Wilson. Back here, sitting pretty, 44 out of 50, Dylan Cruz autograph. All right, guys. Questions, comments, concerns, find me over on Discord. Discord.gg/DepartureBreaks will get you the invite code. Otherwise, you can email me, departurebreaks@gmail.com. Message us icon in our app if you download that via the Apple or Android shop. Or you can find me over on one of the various social medias and shoot me a DM that way. We'll be back at it with more baseball tomorrow. Got to get this World Baseball Classic starting to heat up. These matchups are a little too lopsided right now to be fun, but we'll get there. It's coming. Until then, guys, we'll see you soon. Take care.